Remember, today is the 4th day of December, 2023. Oh my God, have mercy. It's a very beautiful day. Now, today, several years ago, African people put themselves on the map of history. This is what is referred to as today in African history. Now, today in 1909, the first intercollegiate Greek lettered fraternity for African Americans, Alpha Phi Alpha, was founded at Cornell University in Ithaca in New York. Now, today in 1964, police arrested over 800 students at the University of California, Berkeley, following their takeover and sit-in at the administration building in protest of the University of California's regent's decision to forbid protest on the UC property. Today in 1969, the Black Panther Party members Fred Hampton and Mark Clark were shot and killed during a raid by 14 Chicago police officers. Oh yes, it happened today, my brother, my sister, in 1969. Today in 1977, Jean Bedel Bokassa, president of the Central African Republic, crowned himself Emperor Bokassa I of the Central African Empire. Oh my God. Now today in 1981, South Africa granted independence to the Ciskei as the homeland not recognized by any government outside South Africa. This is the African History Club. And I see so many people right there in the African history class. Ras Suma, all the way. Oh my God, have mercy, from Yendi is right there in the African history class. I want to say thank you so much for joining us. Many more people right there in the class. Nat Ebubedike is our photo archivist right there in the African history class. And he has posted a photograph of me and Tadio Sori alongside his lordship. Oh, Judge of the High Court. Oh my God. Yodi Kulandi. Oh my God, have mercy, what a photographer. I remember this one very well. Many more people right there, the African history class, my brother, my sister. I see you. Nat Ebubedike is our photo archivist right there, the African history class. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you. Emperor Kwame Anani, Sadia Hips, I see you too. Here you are also smiling at me. I know what you want, and I'm going to give it to you right now. Oh gosh. You know who this is? Oh my God. Thank you so much for joining us, my brother, my sister. George Quay, aka Abuaje, thank you for joining us. Nana Akufo-Addo is in the class today. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. President. Ras Otunfo Nana Tutufalo Tu Jaja I. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you and we love you. Many more people right there in the class. I see you, David Abon Keka, Testament GH. I see you too. Here you are, also smiling at me. Eugenia and Pipra. We appreciate you and we love you. Hey. Ni Aku Krecha, I see you right there, the African history class. Raskojo Tona Michael Latrikivoju. Thank you so much for joining us in the African history class. Is all the way inside Kia City, aka Kaswa. Mashoud Abiola, thank you for joining us. His wife just gave birth today. My brother, my sister gave birth and they returned home today. My brother, my sister, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you and we love you. Oh my God. Now this is the African History Club. And today, my brother, my sister, we have something interesting to show you, and I need you to be part of this great class. Now, today, we're going to be talking about one of the governors of the Gold Coast. In fact, he was a governor of the Gold Coast. He was such a powerful man. And interestingly, his daughter, Alice, got married to another Gold Coast governor, Governor Hodgson. How many of us remember Governor Hodgson? He was the one insisting to sit on the golden stool, the Ashanti golden stool. He was the one who replaced, my brother, my sister, the dead governor. And I'm talking about Governor Maxwell, William Edward Maxwell, who we talked about last week. Today we're talking about the governor. Oh my God. whose photograph you see here. And our class is going to last only 5 minutes. I said 5 minutes. Now today we're talking about Governor W.A.G. Young. Governor W.A.G. Young. Now, Sir William Alexander George Young, that's a full name, was born circa 1827. And he died on the 25th day of April in 1885, my brother, my sister, at a very tender age of 57 or 58. Now he joined the army in England, my brother, my sister, at a young age of 14. That was when he joined the army. In fact, the Navy. At the age of 14. And when he joined it, he loved the sea. He loved to do anything sea. He loved to travel around. He loved voyages. The best way was to become a Navy person. Then there was an opportunity for him to become a governor. But look at what happened before then. In February 1855, look what happened. Young was paymaster on the brand new screw corvette, HMS Harrier, 1854, in Portsmouth. He was a paymaster. Remember, he joined the Navy at the age of 14. And he grew through the ranks, rose very steadily to becoming secretary to 2 commodores over the next 10 years. His seniority as paymaster dated back to December 26, 1853. My brother, my sister. Then he was posted to Jamaica to become the governor of Jamaica in 1874. 1874. And then he left Jamaica after 10 years in 1884 to become the governor of the Gold Coast. Little did he know that he was going to die in the Gold Coast. This was the governor. He was only governor for less than 1 year. He died in 1885, 1 year after he landed on the coast of the Gold Coast. My God. His father was also named William Young. He was also a paymaster aboard a ship by name HMS Gorgon. Yes, Gorgon. My brother, my sister, and his father had the ship HMS Gorgon run aground on the river Pirate, River Plate. My brother, my sister, that is the name, River Plate, in May 1844. My brother, my sister, it looked like it was a family of calamities. This is the ship. My brother, my sister. So William Alexander George Young came to Ghana, in fact, then called the Gold Coast, in 1884. And when he arrived here, he moved straight into action. He had heard about the Ashantis and the Golden Stool. His aim was to be able to subdue the Ashantis and to be able to work for the Queen of England. My brother, my sister, he became the colonial governor of the Gold Coast. He was in Jamaica for 10 solid years, and he succeeded. But in Jamaica, he caught what was known as the yellow fever in 1872. Brother, my sister, remember he was governor of Jamaica in 1884. He went to Jamaica to look at the place, getting ready to take over Jamaica. Unfortunately, he caught yellow fever and returned to England in 1872, he recovered and went back to become governor in 1874. 5 years later, my brother, my sister, things happened. He continued to be governor, doing so well in Jamaica for the Queen of England. And then in 1884, he was appointed governor of the Gold Coast in Africa. Now, the ancestors in Africa, Ghana, said, hey, now you went to Jamaica and won the place for the Queen of England. You caught yellow fever. You didn't see that as a warning to stay away from Africa. And you are here. They gave him malaria in less than a year after he arrived. And they didn't give him the chance to go to England for any cure. Like he went to England to get cure for yellow fever. He died right here. Now we have no information of where he was buried, but he could have been buried on the shores of the Gold Coast, and a message was sent out to England that the governor had died of malaria. Today we remember this man. He did nothing for the Queen of England for the almost 1 year that he came here. The ancestors did not allow him to do anything. They gave him malaria, and he was in bed for several days before he finally kicked the bucket. Governor W.A.G. Young, Sir William Alexander George Young, died on the 25th of April in 1885, right here in the Gold Coast, and was buried right here. Now there is no grave marked in his name anywhere in this country. So he came in quietly, having succeeded a lot in Jamaica. They were hoping for the same kind of feat in the Gold Coast. But he died of malaria and was buried on the shores. Today we remember you. We remember you. One of the shortest staying governors of the Gold Coast. Less than 1 year, malaria took him away. He was quickly replaced. Who took over from him? It was Sir William Grey. And what did he do? In the next edition, we will look at Sir William Grey. Now, when his death was reported to the Queen of England, they knighted him posthumously, and he became Sir William Alexander George Young. Today we remember you. Today we remember you. And in the burden of knowledge, I ask, now that you know, what would you do? Be an enyo lay mini obafe. Yezunda kagani meza kayine. Yeah, I'm pa bangu. Bukaya nang. Ifia enya no kaina wo. Bana enu ebe den. Lele anjima singa be kunne. Lele anjima singa beri. It's been the African History Class.